something in deep, it may be qualitative research. You are not going to generalize those things. At that time, you may select a purposive sample, convenient or something, right? And sampling techniques are very important. You must explain. Just one word or two words. My sampling techniques is random, simple random sample, cluster sample. Likewise, you can say something, right? And who are your respondents? The sample and population. Population and the respondents are there. What is the accessible population? We are talking about those things, right? Read about that. Respondents and population. And data collection instruments. What are the data collection instruments? There are a code. It should be met with your research method. Right. If you are going to do a qualitative research, definitely the observation is better than others. And open-ended questions, semi-structured or unstructured questions are very good to have the ideas of people if you are going to do a qualitative research. Okay. If you are going to quantitative research, definitely you may use questionnaires to gather information. And data collection instruments are very important, right? For sometimes we use those type of things to triangulation, cross check. How do you know triangulation? You have to cross check. You are telling something. I am going to search something or investigate something. I am asking same question from different people. Why? To cross check the ideas is given by the people. In order to cross check or triangulate the data, you can use different kind of people, different participants, and different instruments. Both can be done. And credibility, reliability, and validity of the instruments. How do you maintain credibility? Sometimes you are going to discuss about health sciences or COVID-19, how to treat your patients, and you select conductors to gather information. Right. That is not reliability and credibility of the data is very wrong. Therefore, you have to think about the credibility and reliability of data. At the end of your research, people may ask, can you believe that findings? According to the credibility of the data, you can give something. Right. In order to maintain that credibility, reliability, and validity of the data, we do a lot of things. We can pilot test, we can get we can select a very good sample, right? And instruments and research methodology also, right? Sometimes some people use some Likert scale to gather information and transform it to figures. Very wrong, right? We are going to have their, attitudes. People say that attitude test. Real attitude is better than the figure. No? We are asking you, do you love our country? Oh, this government is very good. And then we transform it to Likert scale, 5, 4, like that. And finally we use some statistical tools, standard deviation, bivariate or something, and say that this is the p-value. Somebody will, no, I can't, I don't like. The real idea is very important, right? Can you explain your parents' attitudes by using such instrument? No. Your parents are very good. You put it to scales. That is wrong. My idea, that is my personal idea. The raw data is, the genuine data is very important. No? Right. And research ethics. Right. Research ethics are very important. In other countries, you have to get the confirmation of research ethics committee before start your research. If I am going to do a research on brass, sometimes I will not be given the permission. I can't ask question from that ladies. What is the size? Unethical. Therefore, I am not given the permission. When I was in New Zealand, it is very hard to access the very hard to get permission to do research on their cows. Yeah, cattle farming is the main income. No? People, the researchers are not given easily the permission to study about that market or that field, right? Animal. And it is very hard to use students to do research. Without the permission of the government, you can't access people of school. You have to get the permission from the Ministry of Education, and you have to get the committee approval. What question you are asking, we have to beforehand we must give that question. Right. One day, one reverend came to meet my lecturer to get advice on some research, and the topic is that reverend, Buddhist reverend. The topic is about that in Sinhala. තරුණවියේ ළමයි මල්වරවිය සංජානනය කරගන්නේ කෙසේද? Who is going to correct data? Reverend is the person who are going to correct the data. Unethical in our country, right? There are lot of issues, right? There are people who are going to gather information of the parents missing. There are students who do not have parents. They are going to the ask, they are asking such questions. Very bad, right? Therefore, one day they send a letter, don't send people like that to do research in my institute. That research ethics are very important, right? The gentlemen can't do research, your research, right? They have to measure the size or something. No, they can't get the information about your government products. No, right? Therefore, you are good. And I don't know. There are something those are examples. Then sometimes we are not we are not doing research on what do we call? There are some secrets in the government or private organization. What are the strategies you are using to catch the market? We can't do research because they don't give any idea about that. Right? Therefore, before that we must get permission. Right? Such question can't be asked. You can't gather information. And sometimes there are some limited area to approach. Right? Those days in the bad time in our country, we are not approaching Japanese. They are not approaching our people here. There is a big fight now between that. Now it's okay. We can continue that. Right, okay. Right, we can wind up the session. Thank you very much. Good luck. And one day you try to complete your PhD. And no, we don't want PhD. You try to produce something for the country, for the development of our country. Right? Try to be very good on